Welcome to the Word of Hope for this Wednesday of the fifth week of Ordinary Time, February 8th, 2023. Welcome back to Denver. I'm Father Luke Barder, and I'm sitting because I'm feeling a bit studious. The last couple days we've been reading the account of creation, that very first chapter of Genesis, one that we're very familiar with. But this second chapter of Genesis, what we get is actually the creation story again. But this one is coming from a different perspective. It's a different voice, a different authorship, a different tradition. Where in the first, you sort of had that rhythm, the first day, the second day, evening came, morning followed. God created and he did. But here, if you look at your reading, God is referenced differently. He's referenced as Lord God. And that Lord, you might see, is all capital letters. And what that indicates is that in the original Hebrew, in the place was what we would say YHWH, Yahweh, as we've sometimes put it, also known as the Tetragrammaton, but that is the very name of God. That name that God gave Moses on Mount Sinai, the I am who am. It's a very intimate thing that God shared his name, something we couldn't know through sheer reason. He said, this is me, this is my name. And this tradition of creation is saying it is this God, this intimate God, who shared not only his essence, but his name with us that is close. It is this God that made the heavens and the earth. And this description of creation is a very intimate one. And it isn't just an all-powerful transcendent God created light and boom, it happens. No, here, Lord God formed humanity out of the clay of the garden. He formed them. There was work, there was intention, there was craft, and that he blew into his nostrils the breath of life to give him life. It's a very intimate way of creating that God breathed into us. That closeness. Jesus talks about today with the Pharisees about what defiles, and there is this question about do foods defile, do not, and Jesus is saying what goes into you doesn't defile. It's what comes out. That we know we can come out with vitriol. We know that we can come out with hatred. And he's reminding the Pharisees of this very early and old tradition of remembering that what came in was the very breath of God. And it touched and created our soul. That our souls matter and that we should care for them and recognize that deep within God resides. And to care for much about that as much as we might do all the external stuff. Let us today be intimate with this Lord God, this I am, who gave us his name. And let us allow ourselves to discover where in us he dwells. Have a great day.